Let me see. Let me see.
Twitch is offline.
Oh, it's online for me.
It's online now.
If you believe.
It's online now. Hello.
If you believe. Oh my god. Oh my god. I rode a train backwards and it crashed. Get everyone back in.
Wait, really?
Get everybody back in. We're getting back on the train. Get everybody. Sound the alarms. We'll tell everyone what day today is. It's Christmas. Oh my god. Sometimes my...
Wow.
Oh my god. What day? You there, boy. What day is today? Oh, it's Christmas, sir.
I'm sorry I drove the train backwards.
I'm sorry. Mr. Bezos, I'm so...
God was a plan for all of us, and I believe
Rocky, we were visited by,
getting my own planet.
We were visited by the Ghost of Train Stationary, the Ghost of Train Forward, and the Ghost of Train Backwards. And the Ghost of Train Backwards showed us a crashed stream.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's back. Get back in. Get back in here, you pieces of shit. We're not fucking done. We're not fucking done yet. I am so mad. I like screamed when I realized we weren't online anymore.
How long did you play before you realized?
Realized immediately because like it fucked up on my phone and I was just like, no.
Oh no.
This can't be happening.
Right before we went offline, I was gonna tell you something exciting.
That you love
in the
me?
chat. I do love you, but I was gonna tell you that John Schwartzwelder gave an interview with the New Yorker.
What? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yes, that is exciting. Oh my god. All right, let's wait.
Rocky, delete that tweet. You have to remember to include Hesse.
Oh my god, Hesse's
Oh,
here.
I'm not gonna stay. I was just
okay.
looking at Angie
Hesse.
Company. I can stay if you want me to, but
we can't say. We can't just show you the door. No, we love you, Hesse. You can stay if
okay,
you
I'll
want.
hang out.
We can't force
I'll
you
hang
to-
out.
We can't. Oh, good. I'm glad that you're going to hang out, Hesse. We
Yeah,
love you,
everyone
Hesse,
loves Hesse. We want
I
Hesse
love
to
you too.
stay.
here.
Hesse is
We all
so
love Hesse,
cool.
don't we, folks?
No,
We
stop.
love Hesse, don't we, folks?
Oh
Oh,
my god.
Answer us in
Oh.
the chat. Answer us in the chat. We love Hesse.
Don't
Every-
answer in the
everybody
chat.
in the chat has to say they love Hesse. Or I'll fucking ban you.
Chat has to say they adore Hesse. She is a beautiful woman.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Well, thank you, everyone. I appreciate it.
I nearly had a fucking heart attack. God damn it. I hate that this happens sometimes. If you're just joining us, I drove a train backwards and it was such an affront to God that my stream crashed. Okay, we're going back in. Fuck it. All right. Mr. Bezos, if you're watching, I'm going to drive the train the right way this time. I'm sorry I drove the train the wrong way.
Okay, I'm gonna retweet the tweet.
Yes, please retweet Angie your tweet too.
Oh my god. That ought to teach us to drive a train backwards, huh?
Wait a minute. Yes, absolutely. I gotta stream it to you again. Hold on.
Oh, cool. We're going. Okay, awesome. That's pretty cool. Stream.
Yes, watch the stream.
Right.
I get the
Oh my
link right
god,
back.
I can't believe we're back. Is this real? It's real.
And we're gay.
We're back and we're gay. Hello.
And we're
everyone.
gay.
It's Angie here, and hey Hesse, did you know that I was explaining?
Yeah, what were you saying, Angie? That was why we
I
got
was saying
knocked off.
I'm pretty
the
sure I was saying stuff about LaRouche.
I can't remember where we got what you were talking about when specifically everything died.
I was probably talking about Haruhi Suzumiya.
Yeah.
Haruhi Suzumiya. That's what is that? Oh, I
Haruhi-
assume it's an anime.
It's an anime. It's adapted from a series of light novels. It's
Angie,
really
Is this
fucking
another one of
you
your
need to-
weird cartoons?
What is a light novel
That's a-
compared to a regular novel?
Okay. Okay, so light novel is basically it's written more lightly than a regular novel and has
More lightly?
it also has like anime style. Yeah, it's like lighter reading, it's easier reading, and it
Oh,
also
okay.
has anime style. It also has anime style illustration. Like
This train is so loud.
So a light
Yeah,
novel is the equivalent of like easy listening, like it's the Frank Sinatra of anime books.
well, it basically
Pistol's
just
got
means
Gibbs.
any anime book, but also Dead in Miami says Hesse doesn't know Haruhi. Dead in Miami, here's the thing. Hesse will have like really like in-depth knowledge of some things that like I didn't think anyone has ever heard of other than me, and then she'll just like not know anything about something like Neutral Milk Hotel.
that was funny.
I'd never
Yeah,
heard
here's the-
Neutral Milk Hotel before until Angie made me listen to them like a week ago.
Yeah, I was hanging out with Hesse over my birthday, and Hesse had truly never heard Neutral Milk Hotel. She
What
had
the
never heard
fuck, Hesse?
anything. She had,
Yeah.
she had never heard anything
Well,
from
I've
In the
heard of
Airplane Over the
them.
Sea.
I know
until-
of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I've never.
She never
I
heard.
just- I like techno
She never
and like
even heard-
disco. I don't like listening to sad acoustic guitar music. It was better than I thought it would be, though. I didn't kind of like it, if I'm being honest.
Did you like Holland 1945?
Which one was that? The one that was like
The
faster?
only girl I've ever loved was
Yeah.
born with roses in her.
You're gonna get us DCMA'd.
Mhm.
Jeff Mangum, welcome to the stream.
Rocky, you play full movies on.
Look, that's beside the. I play movies that no one get. Ow! What the fuck just? Oh,
I'm gonna stream Dirty Ho at some point. That's a great
Dirty Ho.
club. Yeah,
Imagine
it's
having-
a Hong Kong action movie.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Imagine having a grenade thrown at you by a zombie.
Imagine Dragons.
Imagine
Imagine
Dragons. What if Radioactive by Imagine Dragons?
Oh my god.
Waking up,
Get
I
give
feel
this
it
line
in
motion
my
to Neutral
bones.
Milk
Don't
Hotel.
you make my system glow. Welcome to the new age.
To
No,
my
it-
webpage.
To the new age.
I used to go to
Whoa, whoa,
Thank you,
when I was
Intoxicant.
growing up. When I was growing up in Buffalo, there was this gym I went to work out all the time, and there was like something wrong for a couple weeks where the speaker system could only play Imagine Dragons Radioactive on a
Oh my god.
and it like I've never worked out harder in my life because I was like I was just kept imagining myself murdering Imagine Dragons. And
God. That sounds like hell.
also, one time at a Japanese restaurant on Newbury Street I used to work at in Boston, there was the same thing happened where it was like a glitch with the radio, and usually they played like soul music, like soul like top like Motown hits kind of. But there was a thing that was happening where slowly, and I swear to God, I think it might have been like psychological torture that the boss was doing, but every single day, one song would be taken off the playlist
Oh no.
until it was like 4 songs. It was like California Soul and like 2 other songs, and I timed the loop. It's like a 7-minute loop. And I had to threaten to quit after like weeks of that before it changed anything.
You know that song "Who Can It Be Now" by Men at Work? You know, "Who Can It Be Now?"
Yeah.
I was gonna like.
Yeah.
I was thinking about like a version of that, but the saxophone keeps getting louder. It's just like put that on in a store.
It's like clipping.
And then just like have that, but playing as like a Woolworth or something.
Oh my god,
Just
that
like
would rock.
creating Who Can It Be Now, except the saxophone just like playing the brown note on a saxophone.
It's
You know
such a
what?
funny idea.
I'm thinking of that song that's like, I like the way you move.
Oh
Dun,
god.
dun, dun, That's what I was picturing in my head. Is
that
looking at
episode
me
of
now.
Come Town where they've just got that song playing in the background the entire time. Yeah, I can't remember what song it was.
That Tony Braxton song they played on Come Town a while ago, like, goes so hard.
Oh, it does.
I like, yeah, it rocks.
1999, yeah. Yo, is it all? Yeah, it's you don't let go, you only get what you give. They're just playing that over and over and over.
Oh my god, dude. When I was in the psych ward, there was a kid, and that was his favorite song.
Oh no, oh god.
He would play it on a loop, like on the speaker when it was music time. If anyone played any other song, like...
He'd start punching himself.
Yeah. No, he had to get restrained, like, one time by, like, all the orderlies had to, like, come in and, like, restrain him. And I was trying to watch Home Alone 2, and, like... and no one was...
Yes, it's just trying to watch Home Alone 2. Shut up! This is the best part.
Well, we didn't, because we couldn't control the TV, so the movies I watched were like, after 3 days there was one guy who always had to have it TV be on CNN.
Oh.
So after that period, the first movies they put on were Now You See Me 2 and Taken 3. And Now You See Me 2 started halfway through.
Oh my god.
And the TV had a cracked screen because someone like flipped out and destroyed it like months ago earlier. And so I was watching like Now You See Me 2 on a cracked screen, and I had never been more grateful for a movie in my entire life. I was like, this is the best movie I've ever seen. Like, damn,
we got Taken
Finally,
3,
entertainment.
Home Alone 2. We've got a wide selection of movies. You're gonna love it here.
Did I ever mention the time I can't forget if I was in the hospital or in residential where they had movie nights every once in a while, and all the boys, and I was in the boys group, fucking they had us watch Jack and Jill by Adam Sandler.
Oh god, really?
Classic, a great film. I don't want to hear any slander of Jack and Jill.
Tell us about the Jack and Jill story.
Oh,
god.
There was really nothing to it other than just like the
We
fact
watched
that
Jack and
they were,
Jill.
like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I and the boys there are like I don't know, fucking like 13 of like the 90 people who actually saw Jack and Jill.
There's some great scenes in Jack and Jill.
The one guy who loved Jack and Jill, and it turns out it was actually Armand White in there with you.
Yo, Armin rocks.
Armand does rock. He fucking rules so much.
I love him. He's a psycho. Okay, one time when I was in residential, this other guy that was in there with me, his son came to visit from Mexico, but he didn't, like, really want to talk to his son, and his son was the same age as me, so I was like, we should watch a movie, and me and one of the other girls in there and him all watched The Holy Mountain on the TV in, like, the main room.
Fuck yeah.
It was, like,
To
really
trigger
funny.
some psychosis.
Yeah.
You know, oh, fun fact, when I was in like a special school in like 2013, like they banned mentioning clowns because the clown sightings were going.
Oh
Too many of
god.
the kids were like, and too many of the kids like got clown anxiety.
We had that, but with Teletubbies. Because someone claimed to have seen like a bloody Teletubby in the bathroom, and they got like the younger kids got really fucking scared of it, and they had to sit us down. They were like, there is no. So anytime they talked about Teletubbies, we'd have to tell them to not freak out.
Oh my god, when I was in 6th grade, the 6th grade Spanish teacher, I wasn't in Spanish, but the Spanish teacher in my school heard that she was getting laid off, and like one of the last weeks of school, she showed the class Pan's Labyrinth.
Holy shit! Kids ready for some Kino?
So legendary, like it's showing
That
a bunch of
fucking
6th graders
rules.
Pan's Labyrinth.
No, it's about fascism.
Parents were so mad.
Oh, that fucking rules.
That teacher fucking owns.
Yeah, Miss Seidel was her name.
Oh,
She was
just-
Poland. She was from Poland.
Just teachers who've stopped caring, God.
Yeah.
Realizing like how many of my elementary school teachers were like functional alcoholics was one of the funniest things about looking back.
Yeah.
They were just
Yeah.
like my fourth grade teacher would just go like across the street at lunchtime and just have like a pint and then come back. He like
God.
he could not
That's
get through the
so-
day without drinking.
I had a teacher in 5th grade who was like weighed like 70 pounds soaking wet, and every day in class she would drink a 2-liter bottle of like Diet Coke, and and if someone like had food in her classroom, she would flip out at them. It's kind of sad in retrospect. She's clearly like very anorexic and like
Oh.
yeah, but she
Oh,
hated me.
man.
She was really mean to me.
He
But
put the
whatever.
skin
I'm
I
sure she
live
was
in on and
terrible.
timed it so the lesson would end right as
then
the
she's-
twist
well,
revealed
then she's
itself.
my
Oh
death-
boy.
Then she's my mortal enemy, you know.
The skin I live in is fun. The twist in that is
Who's mean to you?
That's my theory. Okay, so my theory about the skin I live in is that Almodovar just was thinking one day with his special, amazing, magical brain, and he was like, "What if a man could turn into a woman?" And he like had no idea he had no idea it was a real thing.
he was just like
I
oh,
would make a
horror
sci-fi
movie.
movie where this is the reality in my sci-fi film, and like he like somewhere along the line he discovered that it was real, and
Yes.
he was like,
This
like,
is so fucking scary.
the conception of transitioning that is on display in the skin I live in is like the most alien idea of like there's no basis whatsoever in reality at all, except for like things that you could tell Almodovar like heard and was like, ooh, that's like just deliciously like weird enough, like the dilators. Like,
Yeah, he was just like, oh.
yeah, he's like, oh, I gotta put dilators. Shit.
I guess the horror comes from the fact that the character is not trans. And I guess if you're not
Yeah.
trans, that is you know, being bimbofied is quite frightening to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be worse for him.
It's
You
like,
know?
oh, imagine if a doctor turned you into a perfect woman. Could you imagine? You're
Yeah.
just like, oh, the
I mean, that's basically just like what normal gender dysphoria
Yeah.
is. It's basically just like the trans experience, but in reverse.
Well, yeah, like the horror comes from the fact that the I guess the main character is a cis man, so he was turned into a woman against his will. So.
Yeah, just being psychologically mutilated into like having to completely act as the opposite gender.
Yeah, but then it's like, you know, you read like a friend wrote a review and she was like, yeah, this is kind of what I want. It's like I'm not frightened by this.
Well, that's like I love that about Almodovar because he has like levels. He has like ranges. You know, he has movies for people that want that. He has movies for people that don't want like this. What's it called? Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down is my favorite by him, and I absolutely love that movie because it's basically like, oh, like what is Stockholm syndrome and how do you know if you have it and like what like you know, because it's like such a fucked up relationship. I love movies where there's like a fucked up relationship. I'm sorry, I took an Adderall earlier, so
It's okay.
I'm just talking.
Hess is
It's okay,
just
Hess.
Hess is
Speaking-
talking. Speaking to, am I
Transgender,
supposed to be down here?
Speaking of transgender, I just like spent like most of the night just watching old Randy Stair videos.
Oh God,
Who's
really?
Randy Stair?
Oh Hess.
Randy Stair is like this mass shooter who like had the
Oh,
the-
for some reason I memory hold this every single time. I think I've asked you who Randy Stair is like 900 times, Angie.
Now you know.
Is he
Yeah,
the Danny
Randy's-
Phantom guy?
The Danny Phantom
yeah, Randy
killer.
Stair is the Danny Phantom guy. Yeah, he's the one. He's so fascinating because like Mary says that he's like the only mass shooter with like a negative KD ratio.
Yeah.
Because he fucking legitimately like he fired 90 shots and killed 3 people.
That's incredible.
Damn.
You're so fucking
That's,
like yeah.
You gotta get your stats
Yeah,
up.
I was watching a bunch of his old videos and like you know the manifesto video where he like tries to recreate Columbine in animation.
Yes.
Oh god.
Here's the thing about that. You see the shots of like the random shots of like the stuffed whale and like the like rubber frog.
Yeah, the froggy
Um,
character, yes.
Well, in like a few years beforehand, the fucking rubber frog and stuffed whale were like in a storyline that he
Oh
created,
my god.
and he created like five or six videos about like this storyline he
the
wrote
Randy Stair extended universe.
Yeah.
where the rubber frog ties him like where he gets where he's trying to get a bunch of like weights or something down from a closet, but they fall on his head and he wakes up with amnesia. And so the rubber frog ties him down and has the whale plushie rape him.
What?
And then like after that, like because like
Oh
these two
no.
were like characters in his videos for like a few years, and so like yeah, the blue whale rapes him. in this
Raped
story,
by
and then
Blage.
yeah, and
So
so
yeah,
then
the blue whale rapes him.
Oh yeah, that's just
yeah,
a,
and
that's
then okay, so here's the thing. Afterward, he just like fucking decide. After this, in the video, he just like decides to he decides to get his revenge. Because he gets fired from his job because like they upload the video of him getting raped by a whale onto YouTube. And this is publicly humiliating. So
that's why he
fired
shot up his work.
job, and then he comes home and like he like murders the whale plushie and the rubber frog, and like does all this like elaborate like After Effects gore with it as well.
Oh my
Just like legitimately like tries to shoot it as like an exploitation sadistic horror movie.
But it's him being raped by a fucking
I think you might have to break the glass.
yeah.
And yeah,
Oh, I
I'm
guess
not
you
sure you
can't.
can break the glass here.
It's Agent Under Fire glass.
Damn.
And here's the thing. So he does this whole storyline, and it's so confusing. Like at the end, he also just like gets like
Whoa.
really. He also just gets like really sad because like he finds an old video.
He has a lot
that
to be
is-
sad about.
Well,
to be fair.
he finds an old video that like
Oh damn. All right.
he finds a video that the whale and rubber frog made for him where they say we
Okay,
love you," and
wait.
then
So
he's like,
is
"Oh,
all
shit."
of this takes place in this video, this story?
Yeah, and like this like 6 video series.
Okay,
and-
because
and
I
so-
thought that I thought that it became real life, and that he posted.
He was raped by a frog. Yes, that was a real thing that
No,
happened.
I thought that he made this weird video where he gets raped by a whale and then got fired from his job because he
No,
posted
no.
it on YouTube.
No. This is all happening within this storyline.
Why? Okay.
He murders the whale and the frog.
You gotta put the bomb down there first.
Yeah, he murders the whale and the frog, and I'm trying to remember like.
Right.
He murders the whale and the frog, and there's just like at the end of that video that the reason that he murdered them is because he's under the influence of Amber.
Oh, the
ghost girl.
Oh my god. Wait.
Oh.
Amber is
And, like-
the Danny Phantom girl. I don't think you even need to put
Yeah,
the bomb. I think you might just
Amber.
need to swim down there and look at the thingy. I think it triggers something.
Maybe.
Yeah, and it's so fucking funny to me because it's like so funny to me because like you watch the video and you get the sense that he was like in an abuse with a ghost that only existed in his head. Like the way he's writing, like the way he writes you later find out you find out like from his like fucking vlogs, his like fucking pre-massacre vlogs, that he literally does believe that he's like in communion with Amber and is going to try to like join her in the afterlife or something. But like in these videos, like in the videos, they basically serve as like the prequel to fucking Ever's Ghost Squad. It's so fascinating. He legitimately. It really comes across like he legitimately believes that he's like in this abusive relationship where this ghost in his head is abusing him and he doesn't even realize that it's abusive.
That is so
Oh my
funny.
god.
There's something so funny about him. Just...
That rocks. Just like creating your dream relationship, and it's like, yeah, and I'm being abused by...
emotionally abused by a ghost.
Yeah.
Strange things.
Oh, that's bad. I don't think that's a good plan. Going up in the air, just swinging your umbrella.
Okay, so here's one of the most insane parts. We found a Draw My Life video we did in like 2013, where
What's
like
that?
That's where he draws your life.
YouTubers would do these videos in like the early 2010s where they'd like just like recount like
made it.
short like oral autobiographies while like doing little drawings accompanying them, and so he did one of those, and it's so fucking fascinating because like he spends like an inordinate amount of time talking about like the series of like 5 car crashes that happened to him. And,
Oh my
like,
god.
where like one of his friends died in a car crash, and then he got in a car crash, and then his brother got in a car crash, and then he got into another car crash.
Oh my
All
god.
in like the space of like 6 months or something. And so like he became like a really obsessed with this as like a locus of like a life-changing event in his life. But also like earlier on in the video, like he mentions that like he had this little girlfriend in 3rd grade who he was like she was his girlfriend while they were on school grounds, but then like they didn't know each other off school grounds. But then he also says that she quote unquote introduced him to sex, and then
What?
he says we're going to move on from that now. And I'm like thinking, did he like he just got fucking child on child sexually abused or something?
What is with this
Did he
dude?
just got like molested? Did he just like
got Nick
fucking
Mullen.
get molested? Did he
He
just
got Nick
get
Mullen.
fucking molested by a girl in his 3rd grade class or something?
He must have something. He was in like what, multiple car crashes. Probably suffered like head trauma or something.
Oh yeah.
It's good to ask your friends if they've ever taken a really bad hit to the head.
Yeah, and it's like child on child sexual abuse is often like even like more weirdly damaging than like
You're getting you're.
adult on child.
Yeah, I mean, just look at Nick Mullen.
And Nick
Yeah,
turned
yeah.
out okay.
He turned out great.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Fuck,
Whoa.
didn't like
Yo!
just no clipping out of the world right there. Didn't like fuck me up or anything.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like I no-clipped out of the world once, and I came back all right.
Yeah.
That one kid
Yo,
who
I
no-clipped
love-
to class.
What if you could no clip? I once had a... Oh, this... I don't know why I was about to say this. But I
Yeah,
once
oh
had a
god,
dream
they...
where-
Yeah.
I once had a...
Oh, sorry,
Oh, go ahead, Angie.
Oh, I gotta go
No,
all the
you
way
go
back
ahead.
up. Yep. Hang on. Yep.
Yeah, Seinfeld the Hedgehog was saying, I love part of Randy Stair's plan was to be reincarnated without a butthole.
Yeah, the body
and he
dysmorphia
doesn't-
aspect.
Yeah, and he doesn't
Yo.
really remember this, and Seinfeld the Hedgehog doesn't remember if it's because he's not sure whether Randy Stair believed that it was girls who don't have buttholes or just ghosts.
Oh, keep going on the train. Keep going on the train.
Yep, that's what I gotta do.
You can do it. I
It
believe in you.
rules because there is no, like, there's no saving him.
Yeah, I mean...
That is like it's honest to God psychosis on like a level I've never seen.
This dude,
Oh, I've seen...
aside from like probably being molested by a girl in 3rd grade and also having like 5 car crashes, could have been like completely normal.
Well, he must have, like, I'm not even sure, he had a job, right?
Yeah, he had a job. He was like his
Those
early
guys have
YouTube,
have jobs a lot, though.
his
and
early
they,
YouTube
like...
content was like he admitted that like his early YouTube content was like mostly inspired by like
Fred, yeah, Fred, but he's like, well, he shot up his workplace. That's right. Yeah.
Did you see Fred
Yeah.
put a Gummo reference in one of his the Fred
Yeah.
movie?
So was I the one who told
Yeah,
you
yeah.
that?
I think you might have been the one.
I'm
who did
the
that.
bacon on the wall in the bathtub scene from Gummo. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
I think that might have been you. Yeah.
So fucking dude just like spends his
Fred
life-
goes postal.
He starts making Fred-style YouTube videos. Then he has like 5 bar crashes. Then he decides to get obsessed with like meeting the ghost girl from Danny Phantom. And then he decides to shoot up his workplace
Oh my
where he
God.
fires 90 rounds and only hits 3 people before turning the gun on himself.
That's 90 rounds from a shotgun. Think about that.
It's like the inverse of Mandalay.
Think about 90 shots.
Chat. I don't know if you heard the wait with a shotgun he did 90
Yes.
shots? Hold on. What was he doing?
Yes.
What was he doing?
No, here's the thing. He included like weird clips of himself like doing target practice, and like he was like 20 feet away and missing targets.
Oh, amazing.
One of the worst shots of all time. So I'm just imagining.
He's like hip firing a shotgun. Yeah, he's like just cannot control it at all.
He's firing
Yeah,
his
he was
no
just, like-
scoping. He's doing 360 quick scope.
Oh God.
Yeah, he was like fucking. I'm just imagining like being one of the customers in the grocery store and just like he aims the gun at you and you just like step to the side a bit and he misses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like doing like a Bugs Bunny with Elmer Fudd to him. He was like jumping over the bullets.
Okay, last night.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. I totally forgot. I'm so sorry, guys.
It's okay.
But I think I love what are some other good crazy people. I was telling Angie about the shoemaker.
The
What's his name? Joseph Calendar.
Joseph
Oh,
Calendar.
yeah, yeah.
My favorite
He was
Batman
this guy
villain.
with schizophrenia, and he had like he tried to he thought God was talking to him and telling him to fix everyone on Earth by making them perfect shoes. And then when that didn't work, God was like, no, you have to kill everyone on Earth now by cutting off all their penises, and then they'll disappear when you do that.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
yeah, he
God told
killed,
me
like,
that too.
he killed like a lot of people, and then like, but his schizophrenia was getting so bad that like by the end of his killing spree, when he was like, he would like break into people's houses to murder them, and then he would have a vivid hallucination of him murdering them, and it would be so real that he would think that he murdered them,
Oh my
and then
God.
he would leave.
Yeah. Then he would
So
just
like, it was just like,
Wasn't that?
imagine just like having
Yeah.
a guy break into your house with the intention of murder, just like convulses on the floor for a second,
having
and
like
something goes away.
having a scripting error and then leaving.
yeah, exactly. And he literally
Objective
he-
completed.
I read his book, and like, because there's a book he like wrote or like ghost wrote. 'Cause
Didn't
now
he
he's
try
like,
to make? Didn't he try to make like the tiny shoes with the,
okay,
like,
yeah. Well,
thing?
what he tried to do is he was like, well, God told me I needed to make the best shoes in the world, because then I would fix everyone, and everyone would be one of God's children. Everyone would be an elevated human being, and so to make the perfect shoes, I had to practice, and to practice, I practice on gerbils. And so I was talking to the gerbils, and I was telling them, and like, this is like a transcript from an interview that's in the book, and like, the guy is like, the interviewer, I forget her name. She's like, and Joseph is like, and so I told the gerbils, I'm gonna make you shoes, and I'm gonna do experiments with you. You gotta listen to me. You gotta do what I say. I'm gonna make shoes for you, and hopefully you'll be closer to God. You might even turn into humans by the end of this. And the interviewer was like, and he's like, and they understood me. And the interviewer is like, what do you mean? What do you mean they understood you? And he's like, Mary, they understood every word that I said. And she's like, how do you? And there's this like little back and forth where she's like, I'm just not clear how you know they understand. And he's like, well, they didn't react at all, but I just knew I knew they could understand me. And but they weren't listening. And she's like, well, like, what?
They're fucking gerbils.
Well, she's like, well, this is the best part. This is the best part, Rocky, of the entire thing,
Yeah.
is that he's like, and I quickly realized I couldn't make shoes for them. Their feet were just too small. And he's like, so I decided to do other experiments with them, and then it's just like he tortured them to death. I'm pretty
Oh god. God, psychosis
And-
is like one of the funniest fucking things when it acts like that.
Yeah. I mean, he did murder like a lot of children. He like cut off a 6-year-old's penis
Oh
and like
my god.
left him for dead. He killed his own son
You don't see-
with his other son.
You don't see serial killers like that anymore. We just stopped producing them, I think. I think mass shooters took over.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, yeah,
I think
it's because the MK Ultra focus shifted.
That may be it, yeah. It's like you don't see
be
like
honest.
you don't see like those you don't see like serial killers anymore.
Yeah, you never noticed how old this how almost all the old serial killers were like in the military.
Yeah, isn't that
oh
weird?
yeah, there's the
And, like,
the Texas,
it was all-
what's his name?
Yeah, and they always had like involvements beyond like simple like mandatory service too.
Yeah, there was that the clock tower shooter in Texas. or
He
somewhere
had like a
where,
tumor in his brain, yeah.
It was like he was like Chris Benoit, like
Charles
first
Whitman.
draft, where like where his suicide
Is
note
it
was
Whitmore or
like, so
Whitman?
sad.
Whitman.
It was
Yeah.
like so fucking
Mhm.
sad.
There's a movie about him called, well, it's kind of based on him. It's called Targets from 1969. It's got
Oh, I
bars.
love that movie.
That's a great one, yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
am I thinking
hey,
of
Ebagan,
Targets?
thank
Am I
you for
thinking?
Targets, the Boris Karloff one, the yeah.
Yes,
that one,
yes, yeah. That's the one I'm
Go
thinking.
and watch
Yeah,
Targets. That's a good one.
Okay, Ebagan mentions David McGowan's Program to Kill. David McGowan is so fucking great. He like David McGowan is so amazing because like he like is fucking hit and miss. But, like when he hits really hard.
Oh god. Most people.
Oh, the book, by the way, on
Thank-
Joseph Calendar is called The Shoemaker: The Anatomy of a Psychotic, and it's very, very good. There's like I mean, they detail his hallucinations. They're like so like scary and like insane. There's one part where it's like almost like a 60 to 70 page hallucination, like Gravity's Rainbow, of like this like
Jeez.
hallucination or dream that he had where like golden shoelaces are raining from the sky and like there's a guy with like a hairy vagina on his chest and like a little goblin is like trying to climb into it, and it's like 70 pages
Wow.
of just insanity. Like
He was seeing. He was
yeah.
like seeing this while he was awake.
this might have been a dream he had. I think the really long one is a dream he had.
Wow, that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Wait, Ink Toxin. So this
Ugh, that's a little. Health.
mall shooting was that like the 2007 shooting or?
Yeah, I should be looking at the Twitch chat.
Yes, let's acknowledge. Yeah, you girls have to read the
I'm
chat.
sorry.
It's okay. Don't apologize. You were telling a great story. I had not even heard of these people.
I want to see a movie from Jake Flores' perspective.
It just ends with him. It's like a, what's your name? And
Say
it's just
some-
his Twitter account. It's just him going
that
insane
was-
because of Come Down.
I'll say some
Yeah,
Sicilian shit. Here's a fun Sicilian cuss word that's maybe my favorite. It's
Anamanaguchi.
it basically means thanks Obama, and it's Managgia l'America. So it's Managgia l'America.
Anamanaguchi.
Managgia l'America. That means like it basically means that's America, or like damn America.
Oh my
like
God.
so thanks Obama.
That
is what it
rules.
That's
means.
great.
Yeah.
That's great. So
Remember
Robert
Son of
Arthur
Sam.
Hawke-
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So
wait, before we talk
we're talking about the
Son of Sam,
Omaha mall shooting.
go ahead.
Omaha mall shooting. That's like fucking. Yeah, Ink Toxin mentions he was born abroad to a military family and his abusive upbringing ended up becoming a ward of the state. You know, whenever you talk about fucking like, um, whenever you talk about like, this person was a ward of the state in Omaha, you know, you just gotta fucking wonder.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Franklin
yeah.
credit. Like, did he end up like with, yeah, because like he was diagnosed with ADHD and PTSD due to his chaotic home life. He was like sent to a mental health treatment center, threatening to kill his stepmother, like the day after he was 14, and then like became a ward of the state of Nebraska after, and
Yeah,
that lasted for 4 years until he was discharged due to his unwillingness to improve.
Unwillingness to improve is such a funny thing to say about like a mentally ill 14-year-old. But I do think that one of the new funny takes to have is that ADHD isn't real. 'Cause people get so mad at that.
Oh god, yeah, just calling them lazy. Yeah, just stop being lazy. I think
no, don't even say. Not even that. Just saying ADHD isn't even real. It was invented by doctors. To
So
sell,
oh yeah, that's the best take.
or something. People just get so mad. Which
someone,
I don't even. I mean, I have Adderall. I still.
Someone in the chat was talking about Son of Sam. Summer of Sam, the Spike Lee movie, is his best film. It's also the most anti-Italian film ever made. I'm not. Have you seen it? Yeah, like just.
I have. I love it.
Shockingly anti-Italian. Just, it's so good.
I love
Does Spike Lee just have something against Italians?
Absolutely. Oh, like yeah.
Absolutely.
The interracial couple in Jungle Fever, black man and an Italian woman. Yeah, he really does not like Italians.
He really doesn't. It rocks. We love him though.
I do love him, but yeah, he just depicts like Italians as being like subhuman. It's
fine. It's fine.
He's just got Adrian Brody playing like a punk rock obsessed like fag in the movie, like gay for pay kind of guy.
I love that. I love Adrian Brody. It's too bad he's a psycho, like weird.
Oh yeah, that is too bad.
The original Chet Hanks was Adrian Brody.
He had like a lot of crazy shit.
That's remember Brody Quest?
Brody Quest.
Oh yes.
Oh,
you showed me Brody
old
Quest.
old animation.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
oh, that
great. That rocks.
It did rock.
Brody Quest. He was so good in The Pianist too. That's a really good movie.
That's a good one, yeah.
Polanski is unfortunately, very good director. I'm sorry to say.
I was thinking about like someone asked me who the best Polish directors are, and I can't remember. Is it Kieslowski or something?
Kieslowski, yeah.
Kieslowski, yeah. He's okay. He's pretty good too. Killing of a Chinese Bookie.
He's great.
Did he do Killing of a Chinese Bookie or a short film
about
killing?
No, that's John Cassavetes.
Short film about killing. I'm thinking of. Hang on.
Yeah.
Short film about killing.
That's short film about killing.
Yeah, I get them mixed up.
The Red, White, and Blue trilogy.
Yeah.
Or Blue Colors. He I think Polanski has maybe
did he?
the best 3 debut features of any director ever.
Does he count as a good Polish director?
Knife in the Water. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, you go ahead. Hesse. You say your movies. I'll make my point in a sec.
Oh, go ahead.
It's Knife in the Water, Cul-de-sac, and Repulsion, which are 3 perfect movies. Like, just absolutely perfect.
They're really good. Have you seen? He did The Tenant as well,
which
I liked.
That rating in that little hole. ZC Gonzo says also it's Endless Mike says that's the entire ending of Do the Right Thing. Spike Lee creating and constructing an elaborate character arc that allows him, the author, to imagine being sympathetic with an Italian.
Yeah. I love that. It's like personal growth. He's like, I'm gonna be introspective with this one, and what he's being introspective about is like, is it possible for Italians to be human?
Is it possible? These are the questions that he's asking in the movie.
Yeah,
Italians
like that old tweet that it's like that old tweet with Yoko Taro with David Cage asking, is it possible for a robot to become human? And Yoko Taro asking, can a human become human? Well, you just got to add on to that Spike Lee. Can an Italian become human?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Palma was telling me that he thinks that the best 3 debut features are Ivan Reitman, which is Animal House, Blues Brothers, American Werewolf in London.
Oh,
And
those are some good ones.
I think that
Oh,
might be that's like
debuts.
definitely a contender.
Oh, I'd have to think. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck. What did Glazer do? Did Glazer do Sexy Beast?
Sexy Beast.
Sexy Beast. Birth, and then what?
Under the Skin.
And then those are Glazer doesn't miss. He's one of my absolute favorites.
Laser don't miss. I still haven't seen Birth. I need to see
Birth is good, yeah.
Sexy Beast is like one of my favorite movies that I've ever seen. Or like it's up there. It's so good.
It's beautiful.
It was like the opposite of what I thought it was gonna be.
It's like 80 minutes or something too.
It's like 80 minutes, and the entire plot is like they've got to do this heist, and so like Ben Kingsley goes to this guy's house, and he's like, "Are you in?" And the guy says no, and then the entire like basically like 55 of the 80-minute runtime is Ben Kingsley trying to get the guy to do the heist. And it becomes this like insane like psychodrama with like the family and shit, and it's like so crazy.
It's incredible. It's Sexy Beast it's like if Guy Ritchie kept making good I don't actually think the Guy Ritchie comparison works.
It's not. It's because it starts off like it tricks you into thinking it's gonna be like a mob movie, and then it becomes like a John Cassavetes drama.
Lad.
Like,
oh, it's just it's brilliant.
This is a reserved police frequency. Who's on the line? Over.
dude, that happened to me with Halloween 2. I was watching Halloween 2 and I was like, I haven't seen this movie before, and I realized like a few minutes in that I had seen it before, the entire thing.
Really?
Like, within the past like 3 years, and I was like, what the fuck?
Halloween 2, I don't know. I'm not sure if I remember much about it. I love Halloween 3. I know that.
Halloween 3 rocks. Anti-Irish.
Oh god, absolutely.
I watched that on the stream.
It's brilliant.
I've been wanting to watch Halloween 3 for a while.
We did it on the stream, Angie, and it's great. Yes, it is. It is another It's an anti-Irish piece of propaganda. It rules.
Yeah.
How long ago was that? How long ago?
About maybe
That was
2
like
weeks.
2 weeks ago.
About 2 weeks, yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. People say good things about that one. I that one. Some people say it's. I don't know. Even though
Cam was telling me it's good.
I don't know. I think I've seen like one Rob Zombie movie and I didn't like it. It's like I can just. It's like
what Cam told me was that if you don't like Rob Zombie, then you probably won't like it.
I mean, I don't like Rob Zombie, so I guess I probably won't like it.
What did you watch by him?
House of 1,000 Corpses, and it's like it's like why don't I just go and like rewatch fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, since that's what this movie's trying to be.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is a perfect movie. That's a perfect original sequel pairing.
It is so fucking good, and we did that on stream.
Did we? Oh my god, I missed it.
Yeah, that was a real fun one. I love doing that. That was a great time.
I love how like the game had. Oh, go ahead, Angie. I'm sorry.
I'm thinking of dyeing my hair to be half blue and half purple.
Oh my god, purple. That kind of rolls.
Like down the middle?
Yeah.
Shamrock.
I think that would be sick.
Oh, we did Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and we did Hellraiser 1. So that was...
Yo. Hellraiser 1 is so good.
It's so much more disgusting than I remember it being, too. It's like, Oh,
yeah. You should do Society on the stream.
Oh, Society. If not for just those that last 15 minutes. It's just, I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it.
Oh yeah, maybe it won't work.
That movie, it doesn't work if you know like how it goes. But like I did Parents from, like, have you seen Parents, that horror movie?
Is that another Brian?
No,
what's his name?
it's by some, like, it's by, he only made one movie, but he was clearly like some guy who watched Blue Velvet and was like, yeah, I can do this. And like
You ever think about how there are like several different anime and manga that are just about Epstein?
about Epstein?
Yeah,
Well, go ahead.
Like,
Let's hear your theory.
Let's hear him.
like Mai-chan's daily life, that Goro manga, is literally just like about like a maid who like some wealthy person discovers that she's like immortal and can't actually be killed. So he just like abducts her and like takes her so that other wealthy people can just like torture her without punity, because she can't be killed.
I've been meaning to like try out Guro and like so I feel like
I'm gonna try
I
out
don't know.
Guro. See if it's
I
for
feel
me.
like I'd be into it, not in like a sexual way, but in like a this is pretty cool. Like, cause who's the guy who did Flying Lotus is the album artwork for Your Dad?
He did, I don't know.
Let me look it up.
But also, what's his? I'm trying to remember the right.
I'm gonna have just a little bit of
There's
Guro
also-
as a treat.
Kago, Shintaro Kago.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Shintaro Kago is so cool.
Yeah, 'cause I like looked at
but-
his stuff and it looks cool and it doesn't look that, you know, weird. Like, I don't know.
Also, a fucking speed grapher,
I think, yeah.
which is
What's
basically okay. That's an anime about a former war photographer, Tatsumi Saiga, who finds out about the Roppongi Club, which is a secret fetish club for the ultra wealthy, and their quote-unquote goddess is like a 15-year-old girl named Kagura, but he's discovered and about to be killed, but Kagura kisses him, granting him the ability to destroy anything he photographs.
Oh shit.
And like her bodily fluids, like her saliva, in combination with a certain virus, can give people bizarre abilities relating to their secret desires, fetishes, and obsessions. And so like the whole fucking like series.
That sounds really
is
cool.
That sounds cool.
Oh,
yeah,
Speed
the whole
grapher.
fucking series is just about fucking like how like the fucking like the world collapses into a financial crisis because like all the members of like this sex trafficking fetish club are killed or something.
Wow.
I wanna like this art style.
I haven't actually seen it or read it all the way through yet because it's like
A friend of mine did a 2.5 hour review of Elfen Lied just because they couldn't fucking articulate why they like what they thought of it. It,
Yeah.
it like
it's
go ahead, Angie.
there's this one like reviewer who actually said that dub actually better than the Japanese original because like somehow like the dialogue in English has better flow and is more meaningful than like the Japanese. It's like a reverse situation somehow.
In Elfin what?
Elfen Lied. I read the entire.
I've heard the soundtrack to that and it's really good.
I read the entire manga in like one afternoon, like because I was sick from school and I had like glandular fever, and it just like it. Oh,
I haven't.
It's a fever.
Man, I haven't read the manga yet, but I fucking love the anime.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to
Elfen
get
Lied is
into.
great.
I think I'm gonna get into manga now because I visited Angie and they had Hellstar Remina.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I like read it like in like one day, just like lying on
Yep.
Angie's bed, and I was like, damn, this rocks. This is so cool. So I have Uzumaki now, and I have like 2 chapters left, but I'm like, it's like that thing where I don't want to finish it because I don't want to be done with it, you know?
Yeah. Ito is so good once you get into him. Once his like long
Yeah.
form stuff is like really good.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how like probably like, I don't know, like 60% of like the anime and mangas industry is just like either like relatively apolitical or just like weirdly reactionary.
Wait a second. You're driving the car right
I'm
now?
driving a car. I am a police officer.
And then there's like a small number of like people involved in anime and manga who are just like super fucking far left.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
Ryukishi 07 for one is like definitely like super fucking left wing.
You read like
I've been.
have you read about how like the founders of Comic-Cat were like people who threw Molotovs at cops like back in like the 60s and 70s?
Yeah.
They were like Maoists.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I gotta get out of the car.
Like one of my mutuals mentioned that like Umi Neko is actually like super fucking left wing itself.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting. Like, he wrote. Apparently, Ryukishi wrote that because he just like loves watching bad things happen to wealthy people.
Oh yeah, you were telling me that, Angie. That's sick.
Yeah, and he wrote like he specifically drew like the Hiroshimiya family to just like Ushiromiya family to just like be casually wearing fascist regalia all the time.
That fucking rules.
Like, there's a point to that apparently.
God, that's so cool.
I got Higurashi is telling me I'm gonna start it
Yeah.
soon.
Yay! I loved that when I read that.
Yeah, Higurashi is so fucking good.
That's the video game. It's like a video.
Yeah,
game
the visual
right?
novel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how the first one is just like a really great like fucking like paranoid horror novel, and then like the second one is just like this fucking.
What's the second one? I can remember the first, the third one. That's the one with Satoko, but I can't
Okay,
remember the
There's
second
12
one.
chapters, right?
7, I think.
There's 8.
Oh.
There's 8.
8. That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. The visual novel is like fucking miles better than the anime.
There's an
Yes,
anime?
there is an anime, and it is the most off-model animation you will ever see. It is like probably one of the worst animated shows I've ever seen.
Yeah, like generally speaking, like the characters' heads are just like the same size as their torsos, like half the time.
Oh, no.
It's so fucking. It's distinct, and when the characters go crazy, it looks great. But like every other time, it just looks awful.
Yeah.
I'm kind of
Yeah,
worried
just-
about the. Oh, go ahead, Angie.
But it also like the issue with like, yeah, the new Higurashi anime is supposed to be a follow-up. Yeah, you shouldn't start with it.
Wait,
the
it
other
is?
thing is like, yeah, but okay. The other thing is that like the original 2006 anime is just like the original 2006 anime like. It gets the job done with its animation. I guess that issue with it is that it just like plays off like the horror elements too much and like underplays like the mystery and like what Ryukishi was actually going for. Like kind of over dramatizes it a bit. Like one of the things that made the original visual novel work is just like you're reading like the first chapter, it's like this really good paranoid horror work, and then like you're reading the second chapter and it's like. It gets more in depth, it's like really fucking great. And then you read the third chapter, and you get to like these like specific scenes in it. It's like Jesus fucking, and then you start realizing like what you're fucking in for, because like randomly, just out of nowhere, you're just hit with like the most realistic depiction of like a childhood PTSD case in history.
I'm kind of worried about the Uzumaki anime because the decision to make it the thing is the trailer is like I don't know, there's a lot of animation in it that I get that it's like a test type kind of trailer thing, but some of the animation is like really like iffy. It's like and the but more than that, like why is it black and white?
Because the manga's black and white.
But every single manga is in black and white.
Maybe they want to be
Why
artsy.
this one?
Yeah, Ryukishi was a social worker, yeah.
They can't afford color. Please understand, Hesse.
They should. Well, I think they should be able to afford. Well, I think it's like. My theory is it's like someone who's never read a manga before being like, wow.
Oh, this is how you
I
gotta
can't
do it.
believe this is in black and white.
Whoa!
It's a choice by
Good
the person who
lord!
wrote it.
They forgot to put the colors in. What's the
But
matter
I
with
want
these
to say that,
Orientals?
'cause I've also never read one before. I don't know why I'm judging. The music sounded good though in the teaser trailer. I was really pleasantly surprised. I don't know who Colin Stetson is. What band is he
Oh,
in?
he's Colin Stetson. He's the he's like in a lot of things now, but he plays like saxophone in a scary way. He's the scary saxophone guy.
The soundtrack was really good
Yeah,
in the teaser.
Yeah, he's collaborated with Arcade Fire and Bon Iver, but he also does his own thing.
Ew, Pony Bear.
What
Ew.
in the goddamn?
Impact
Pony Bear.
VICTA.
Tricky
Just like,
fucker.
Remember when every person in the band got Me Too'd? Except
Oh, was
for,
that
like,
Arcade?
one
Wait,
guy.
who? Wait, Arcade Fire?
Oh my god.
No, Bon Iver.
Bodie Bear? Oh no. Oh my god.
Stetson has performed and recorded with dozens of artists, including Tom Waits, Arcade Fire, Bon Iver, Laurie Anderson, Lou Reed, Sinead O'Connor, The National, Godspeed You Black Emperor, Bad Bad Not Good, Animal Collective, LCD Sound System, David Byrne, The Chemical Brothers,
Oh my god.
Shahzad Ismaili, My Brightest Diamond, Angelique Kidjo, David Gilmour, Anthony Braxton. It's just like such a fucking weird mix. Just imagine just being like, oh yeah.
Everyone wants to
yeah,
work
I
with this
performed
dude.
Yeah, that rocks.
Just imagine being like, yeah, I went to perform with Arcade Fire and Bon Iver and The National. Then I just like went and performed like fucking like Laurie Anderson and Tom Waits and Anthony Braxton.
Yeah.
Like if you're a saxophonist and you're performing with Anthony Braxton, like you got
David Byrne, you're David Byrne saxophonist. Like, come on, that rocks.
Oh my god.
Shh,
Everyone be
did you
quiet.
do it?
I don't know.
Oh
my
shit.
You just committed suicide, boy.
Fresh meat.
Why do we Oh,
Is that the end of the game?
I don't know.
Let's see what's up here.
Oh damn. Alright. They Hunger, Neil
Yeah.
Mank. Oh no, I got arrested by the zombie cops.
The zombies are police now. Well, that would sure explain a lot about the current political state of America.
Oh my god.
Yo, I think like you mentioned the National, Angie. The National is like one of the bands that I've the least been able to get into ever in my life. Like that whole Midwest emo scene, I just can't get into. Like American
Good one,
football
boys.
and like
Now have y'all
Hey,
selves
I don't know. It's not my
right
cup
on.
of tea.
Hey Rocky, look at the book again. I want to see what the book.
I will. I just want to see this zombie cop.
They're doing cop business.
We're in the cop.
That's so
the
funny
zombie cops.
It's so funny that they're cops first, zombies second.
They're still cops.
More
Yeah.
to duty and like. Oh
It's
my
more
god.
important to lock you up than it is to eat your brains.
Get ass on, bitch.
Let me out of here, Anthony Fantano.
No, that was Paul Giamatti.
Oh my god.
This is the 90s, so that was Paul
look at the
Giamatti.
book for a sec. Look at the book for a sec. I want to see.
Okay, we're on episode 2 now.
Episode 2.
Episode
oh god,
2.
how long is the
Episode-
game?
Oh
Episode
my god.
2.
Hey, buddy, get the hell out of there before they get you.
You can do it, you can do it.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, it's got the Half-Life 2 rockets.
Whoa.
Something died down here.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the I don't think the National is Midwest emo actually.
Are they?
they're not terribly mathy. Like, yeah, they're from Brooklyn, and they're not really that mathy at all. From what I've heard.
Is Midwest emo mathy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Midwest emo is the stuff where it's like dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Maybe I
Yeah.
need to listen
Yeah,
to it. Maybe I've never listened to either band. I don't know.
Yeah, American football is Midwest emo. But, yeah, Midwest emo is the stuff where it's like,
I'm gay.
it's
I'm
like
sucking a
undistorted.
dick.
Yeah, Midwest emo is like undistorted guitars playing like.
Stop being
Like,
sad and sucking a dick.
Playing suspended chords in like 5/8 in like fucking 7/8.
God.
Angie just explained all of the modes and scales to me when I went to visit.
God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually pointing out earlier while watching the Randy Stair videos that the background music for Randy Stair's "Draw My Life" thing was in Lydian mode for some reason.
What?
I like how you say you were
It's like
pointing.
generic Lydian mode music.
I like how you say I was pointing out earlier, and I'm picturing you watching the Randy Stair video while like just explaining that it's in Lydian to like your computer.
Yeah. I was watching it with a couple other people, but yeah, I was like, yeah, you notice how this background music is in Lydian mode?
You ever notice that? It's kind of fucked up. A little bit crazy with it.
It's a little nutty with that.
Generic Lydian mode.
A little bit of Lydian in my mode. A little bit of Phrygian on the road.
Getting a bit crazy with it in here. Fuck, how long have we been going for, actually? Oh, we still have 107 people. I don't know.
We've been going for about 2 hours, I think. I think the other stream conked out at about an hour, maybe a little more.
Oh, we've been going for a little over an hour. Okay, I'll upload this in like 2 parts, actually. Because I like this gold source. These streams are comfy. I'm having a good time. And we have 100 and something.
I like Gold Source. I like that Gold Source aesthetics Twitter account.
It's a pretty thing, isn't it? Now, did I do the wrong thing?
I can't stand aesthetics personally.
Yeah, I think we should get rid of them.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I think the issue is that like people like try to do like Y2K aesthetic stuff or something, and like it never works to me because like Y2K aesthetic stuff was being made unself-consciously.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going like, oh yeah, I'm going to make some stuff that's like got this like fucking Y2K feel to it. They're just like doing what's in vogue.
Yeah,
like
they were just doing the time thing. They were just like,
yeah. Once you put a name to it and start being like, yo, this is a cool aesthetic. Then you're just doing it like there's a sort of unavoidable cynicism to it. For instance, like,
well, yeah,
like,
but it is my favorite.
You know that aesthetic is outdated now, so you know that you're.
Yeah, and like part of the issue that I have with like a lot of like day design is that it's also being done like very self-conscious. It's being done like, oh yeah, we're doing flat design. And it's like. It just doesn't have like the same sort of fucking feel to it.
I got another one.
I was talking to my friend about this, who's a graphic designer, and he was like, saying the same thing, how like there's how like Pinterest and like Arcalect and like that shit, it's like ruining designers' brains because they it's like too much graphic information for for you to process, and the more stuff you see, the more risk that your own stuff becomes corrupted by having like bits of other people's stuff in it.
Yeah.
And so you need to really curate what you look at as and what you try to imitate, and like by like not trying to really imitate stuff. And
that's smart.
like,
yeah.
you know,
Smart.
Smart. But yeah, I like that you're killing the zombie bot.
Me too.
I think it's cool.
It makes me smile.
It makes me smile.
Oh my
I
god.
What's
Yeah,
up?
basically,
I don't know what
the
to do.
majority of design, basically the majority of design these days is just like Greta Van Fleet.
What's Greta Van Fleet?
Yeah, what is Greta Van Fleet? You have to tell me. No, do not block me in again. No, oh, sorry. I was yelling at the cop.
Greta Van Fleet is like this band that makes music that is like very, very specifically created for one particular purpose. It is so that when you're putting on Led Zeppelin and when you put on Led Zeppelin on Spotify or like YouTube Music or something, and you put it on autoplay, like Van Fleet is like the filler, so that you're getting like an uninterrupted stream of like Led Zeppelin and Led Zeppelin like stuff.
Okay.
Yes, I
I
think
see.
Pitchfork have a fucking scathing review of that on one of their albums.
Yeah, they had. Yeah, that's what I.
That was like classic Pitchfork, old Pitchfork, where they were just going fucking ham.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was just like, yeah, there was no purpose to like Greta Van Fleet other than like. This Greta Van Fleet is like you hired a guy to make fake Led Zeppelin for a movie where you can't afford real Led Zeppelin.
Unlawfully large. I wonder who that is.
He's just too big.
You got an achievement.
No, that was a screenshot I took, Hesse.
Oh, I thought
He's just too big.
you had an
No.
achievement. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I really hate, speaking of like just cookie cutter music, I really dislike the trend of horror movies all using that like drone sound effect where it's like something horrifying happens and you're like this giant like, you know, where it's just like synth drones. I hate that
I think
shit
we
now.
were
I
talking.
used to
We were watching like the Takeshi Kitano movie the other day, and like someone said, like, remember when movies had like melodic scores instead of just like ambience?
Yeah. Yeah. Now all horror movies have ambient.
They just have ambient scores now, and it's like I'm tired of that.
Did you see
shit.
that? Did you see that? What's it called? That Tentacruel video about like reality TV music.
Oh,
How,
I
like-
did not actually link that to me.
Yeah, send that to me
I'll
too.
I'll put it in the chat here. Yeah, it's fun. Let me find it. But it's got this whole thing at the end where it's like, he points out how like, in early Gordon Ramsay stuff, for instance, you can like watch it, like it depicts the tension by just letting it happen, Then like American Kitchen Nightmares is just like constant music and just like
Oh no, yeah, of course.
these completely incoherent like
The brush snare sound that happens every time someone blinks, like or
Yes.
like does anything. That's
yeah,
my
just
favorite
like
bit.
this fucking like
Bring it on.
like constant barrage music, and it's just like. And he points out how like there's this episode where it's like Gordon Ramsay being like, "Oh man, you fucking yeah,
Epic compound
yeah,
swear.
exactly, trying to maximize every amount of noise." It's like Gordon Ramsay being like, "Are you willing to change?" And then like dramatic music, and then dramatic sad music, dun dun, as the guy goes, "No, I'm not willing to change." And then like they have like a short conversation, and Gordon Ramsay just goes again like, "Are you going to change?" And then just a moment of silent tension. Then the guy goes, yes, I'm willing to change." And then like it shifts into like overly happy music, and then like fucking And then he says, like, yeah, you could just, like, turn this into a show in and of itself, where, like, Gordon Ramsay just goes up to some guy and is like, are you willing to change? And then, like, it shifts into happy music as the guy goes, yes. And then, like, he says, you can boil that down even further. In 15 years, you just end up with a show that's, like, happy sad, where it's just random bits of life, random bits of everyday life, just with, like, everything overlaid with either, like, generic sentimental piano music or the Inception horror blast.
No, okay, but the thing is, like, America's been doing this forever. Like, one of my favorite movies of all time, a Western called The Outlaw.
Yeah.
From the year 1943.
Great.
It's one of the original Westerns. It's probably the gayest movie ever made, and I talk about that for 100 hours. But I won't. But what I will talk about is how the whole movie there's music playing, and there are two like music tracks. There is like Happy Go Lucky, like dun, 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 and it's like orchestral 40s like film score music, and then there's like dun, 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 like suspenseful, like some shit's about to go down music, and there's always music playing, and sometimes the main characters will like joke with each other, and one will be like, oh, careful, Doc. If you're not careful, I'll steal your horse. And then the dramatic music just comes in, and Doc is like,
So great.
and it's like, wait, is he serious? Because like, wait,
The serious music's
so,
playing.
like, they make jokes all the time, and you can never ever tell the degree of seriousness because they always put in that music, and it's so funny because like there will be like a battle will be about to happen, and the music will be going off, and then it's like happy music, and then suddenly it's like well, Doc, like I guess
I'm fixing to paint your wagon.
I'm not leaving here without my horse. And then it's like dun dun, and it's like, what the fuck, dude?
I just gotta say, by the way, on that note, I can't fucking stand Hans Zimmer.
Oh yeah, of course.
I can't fucking stand Hans Zimmer. It's like fucking Redditors just like fucking worship that dude, and I don't
Who's this?
understand why.
Hans Zimmer.
That guy sucks. There's like a school you can go to, I think, where like they just teach you to sound like Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, because like half of his work is just like random underlings like in his studio, just like composing for him. Really.
No, he's the fucking McDonald's of like film scoring. It's just horrible.
Yeah, he's Lyndon LaRouche. Yeah, his stuff is literally just like. Yeah.
It is so funny that like Christopher Nolan's like sound mixing has just gotten fucking worse and worse.
Yeah, because there's just too much shit going on. You can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Like the audio in Tenet, you know, from what I saw of it, like just being fucking like. Oh, speaking of Tenet, like my sister's boyfriend like came over and sat down. He was just like talking about, oh, that was my favorite movie of the year. I love Tenet. I just like looked up from like eating my dinner. I was like, yeah, I walked out halfway through. He was just gushing about it, and I was just like, yeah, I walked out.
I'm actually pretty sure that Lauren Bofield worked in
Lauren Bofield, yeah, she worked for Hans Zimmer. She got fired from working for Hans Zimmer for being trans.
Damn.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's also on the reality TV music front. There's I love the show Vanderpump Rules. I think is like the most like meta like reality TV show. And I think that one of the moments like that is that the whole time there are these like generic like royalty-free type like pop music playing like in the background, like when it's transitioning between scenes and stuff. And then one of the characters is like, I'm actually making my song, and I'm recording my song because I'm a recording artist. And it's her recording one of these like royalty-free like songs that's just like so horrible. It's called Good as Gold. Everyone look up the song Good as
Bye,
Gold. by
Plague.
Gina
Thank you for
from
coming
Merit.
by. Where the fuck do I go?
Bye.
I never suspected such things could be.
I think that I love that just soundtracks these days are all just like just
Why is
imagine
why does
I
he
want a
look like that?
romance movie that's scored by I want a schlocky romantic comedy that's scored by Hans Zimmer. I think
I want
think
like
it would be
a romantic movie that just has like an ambient soundtrack, like a disturbing ambient soundtrack.
just like dark ambient.
Yeah.
Oh my
But no,
God.
I'd love to see like a romantic comedy movie where it's like
I just
the
love
guy's
those
like
peculiar-
dinner tonight, and then the woman is like maybe if you lose the attitude, and it goes blah dun 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 blah.
Oh my god, wait, Saddam, they,
Oh yeah.
Will Menaker has a Vanderpump podcast. I'll have to check that
Yeah,
out.
you just have like a movie like The Notebook, but it just has the soundtrack for like
Go
Irreversible.
another step.
Oh my god.
It's so fucked up that The Notebook was directed by John Cassavetes' son.
That is fucked
That's
up.
so funny.
Tricky fucker.
It's
Great
really funny.
comment.
It's funny that Roberto Rossellini's grandson is a Twitch streamer.
Oh, that rules.
Just like fucking romance movie with dark ambience. Imagine like imagine Notebook except it's like fucking like early current 93 playing.
80s Death in
Back
June.
crowd.
Sun O or whatever they're called.
Sun. Just Sun.
Just Son, yeah.
Just
Just
Sun.
like fucking
Just Sun. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like I used to say
Yeah.
Dead Mouse's Dead Mouse 5. I didn't realize it was Fred Dead Mouse.
Everyone spam your dead mouse emotes in the chat.
Okay, I'll wait here and help anyone else who can. Let's get the hell out of here.
Wait, oh my god, there are Dead Mouse emotes.
Yeah, write in MAU5.
Oh wow. Mouse.
Oh, it has to be a capital M.
Gotta capitalize it.
Fuck.
Fuck. What happened to that dude? I guess EDM isn't really as big anymore.
He's a billionaire.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing in Vegas probably still.
Yeah, I mean, that dude, like, it's so, one of the best things to happen in the last decade is, like, gay people and weirdos taking back electronic music.
Yeah.
Because it was, like, a frat
Oh, that's
dipshit
an
thing for a while.
Yeah. I think a lot of people think it still is. I mean, it's still,
Hey,
depending on,
Rocky.
like,
Well, I mean, it's like, it was like, you know, you had like dubstep or like that kind of mainstream mutation of it. Or it was like the Skrillex kind of shit. And then, like, I don't know, maybe we have Sophie to thank for it.
yeah,
Hey,
definitely
Rocky,
a part of
Because
it.
she was like the most
Rocky,
like
what do you-
the most influential like artist of the decade in terms of electronic stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Rocky, what do you think of Skrillex, by the way?
As a person or as a musician?
Either way.
I mean, like, if you're like fucked up at the club, yeah, I like that shit. But if I'm just like listening to it, nah.
I think he's got some good tracks. There's an unreleased track of his called Cat Rats that's really good.
That song he had in Spring Breakers. Now that, like, if that, like, oh, so I gotta rewatch Spring
Oh
Breakers.
my god, Spring Break. I just want to
That's a
say
great movie.
again,
That
like,
fucking
Harmony.
rules. That's the hot girl summer movie.
I just
Yeah.
want to say again that Harmony Korrigan's like trajectory as a director is so fucking funny to me.
Oh god, he just made like The Beach Bum, the most anti-boomer movie ever made. Just so good.
Yeah.
Just like the beach bum is like, I like how the skeleton just like explodes in blood too when you hit it.
And it's so
But
shit.
yeah, I like the fucking beach bum just being like, as far as I can tell, it's just like a good vibes movie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Is that roughly correct?
that is roughly correct.
I've-
I'm just going to look up a movie very quickly.
It's just like a good vibes movie, and then like he started out the first movie he directed was Gummo.
Gummo.
I remember just like another story about like being in the residential is just I remember just like hanging out in residential and like one of the kids, like extremely normie, like dumbass kid, just like brought a copy of Spring Breakers. And I saw that and I was like I wonder how this guy would appreciate a harm.
You cut out there, Angie. What?
Yeah, just like. Yeah, I saw that this like super normie kid.
It's just the
just,
last
like,
part. We just didn't know
Yeah,
which harmony we're in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking like, I wonder how this guy would appreciate the rest of Harmony Korrigan's filmography.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Showing him like trash humpers.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Hussey's favorite, like one of his favorite movies is Julian Donkey Boy, and I remember watching that and like, is that cop in blackface?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
he's not. Like I thought. And so I gotta rewatch that.
I love
That's
Prince Dogma phase.
Oh yeah.
That's
He was
his,
following the
yeah,
Dogma rules.
that was his Dogma movie, wasn't it? Yeah.
I am gonna have a cigarette real quick. I'll be right back.
Go for it.
All right.
Speaking
Love
of
you, Hesse.
Gummo, which has Chloe Sevigny in it, have you seen Trees Lounge, Angie?
I don't think I have.
It's a movie about Steve Buscemi playing. It's like a hangout movie, but it's about Steve Buscemi being like an alcoholic piece of shit. He also directed it.
Oh, that fucking owns.
Yeah, it's like if you like Buscemi, it's just
That's
great.
Buscemi with a sh, by the way.
Buscemi, like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's Italian, so
really?
he dates a 17-year-old now.
Yeah, Chloe
Great.
Sevigny plays like a Lolita type character in that. It's pretty funny. Yeah, he like dates a 17-year-old.
I love that it fucking makes the H.
It does. It makes the HEV suit noise. It doesn't know what other noise to make. Yeah, Buscemi. He's Italian? I thought he was like American Jewish or something. Huh.
Well, the surname at the very least is Italian. Buscemi.
Interesting. Buscemi. Okay. Oh my god, these cops. Okay, so he was in The Sopranos and is therefore Italian. An honorary Italian, surely. Oh god, I held that for too
Oh, I
long.
guess.
Yeah, he directed Trees Lounge as well. Go and watch Trees Lounge if you haven't.
Or Buscemi pronounces his own name Buscemi, but like
It's like finding out that like yeah.
lots of people pronounce his name Buscemi because it's Italian, like Joe Pesci.
It's like pronouncing Cillian Murphy. How do you pronounce Cillian Murphy's name? Is it Cillian? Oh god, I know you don't pronounce it Cillian. Killian Murphy, that's right. Not Cillian. Killian, that's right.
Well, yeah, that's an Irish name.
Yeah, he was in like a Ken Loach movie about like Irish revolutionaries. Where the tree meets the bramble or something. I can't remember what it was called, but it was a good one. Good old Ken Loach.
Yeah.
Wind That Shakes the Barley, that's right. Good movie. I think I watched that on a plane.
Generally with like a lot of Celtic names, like the C is pronounced as a K no matter what.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Gaelic language, like Gaelic spelling is like the most like incomprehensible thing in existence. I mean, it has like a pretty clear system, but it's like a really difficult to learn system, honestly.
Really?
Because okay, like all the consonants are either broad or slender. Broad consonants are like velarized, and slender consonants are palatalized. So, you have either a ta, or tia, and then like, in order to like make sure that you're like pronouncing it correctly, the orthography is such that like any consonant that is adjacent to the letters A, O, or U is broad, but any consonant that's adjacent to the letters E or I is slender. So, There's also the question of lenition, which is placing an H after the letter lenits it. And so that's also super inconsistent because, like, for instance, SH is just an H sound. TH is also an H sound. And then, like, I'm trying to remember some others because, like, the lenition rules in Irish are so fucked up.
Oh god, can't even imagine.
BH, for instance, when broad is wa, but slender it's via.
Oh my god, really?
Saddam Hussein lives, yes, correct. It should be fucking. It's insane that it's not written in Cyrillic.
Ugh.
Like, one of the funny things is I actually found, like, an Irish Cyrillic alphabet on Omniglot because someone submitted it as a constructed script, but for some reason they decided to use the soft sign to indicate lenition instead of to indicate, like, slenderness,
Yeah.
which is incomprehensible to me.
Oh god, that sounds horrible. Jesus. Ah, the classic sewer level. Getting lost in it. Oh, I haven't been this way. Oh, thank you so much. Subscribe if you want to when you want the beautiful emotes. I reckon this one is YouTube worthy. This is a great chats in this one.
Maltese alphabet is fucking great, though. I love it. Maltese Latin alphabet is so fucking cool.
Yeah? Oh god.
Yeah, it's very fucked. It's very fucked, but it's also so fucking cool to me. Like, at least it doesn't have, like, that weird, complicated system of rules about, like, which letters have to be placed beside other letters to mean things, like in Irish.
Wait, there's 3 episodes of this? God, how long could they keep this going?
God.
They're too hungry. They're hungering too goddamn much. Might go for another 20 minutes, then I'll go to bed, because it is almost 4 o'clock in the morning. But I was due for a long stream, because I didn't stream all week.
Yeah.
And I got my mom coming over, so... I'm sure I'll
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
I posted in the chat a sample of the, treaty in Maltese, and there's 2 versions of the same treaty. One vocabulary mostly derived from Semitic, and one mostly from Romance.
Yeah.
Because, like, it is a Semitic language, but also, like, is basically just, like, colonized. Like, Malta is, like, they speak a dialect of Arabic in an Italian accent, with Italian words, but with English names. That's like, the kind of country that Malta is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the local fascist politician is called Norman Malcolm.
Oh, God. What do I do? I'm confused.
And he's like the most Mediterranean.
Oh, white boy was 1, 2, 3. Hello.
Hey gamers.
I don't quite know what to do in this fucking part.
Yeah, like, one translation of the treaty is like لعقدة هي مبنية فوق سوي تقدير غالجيح البني آدم. And then, like, the other translation is l'unione هي basata فوق الvalori tal rispetto غد dignità tal bni آدم.
Malta. Malta's the.
Yeah,
I only know about Malta because that's where the movie Final Justice with Joe Don Baker is set.
Yeah, Buttigieg is like.
Stu, tell me where to go.
Like owner of chickens or something.
It's the name they give you in Fable. Ass face. We should do a Fable stream. Fable 1.
Yeah, it means father of chickens.
Barrel of chickens.
And it's derived from the Sicilian Arab Abu Dajjaj.
Oh. Abu Dajjaj. Abu Dajjaj. It's just dialogue from that guy with the big mask and Banjo-Kazooie.
You ever think, I'm thinking about how, like, I think it's cool that Biden has, like, 2 fucked up Semitic subgroups in his, represented in his cabinet.
Yeah. Dude, did you find out what I meant to do in here? I can't fucking figure out.
Yeah, he has, Buttigieg, who's, like, Maltese, and then he has Alexandra Mayorkas, who's, like, a Cuban Sephardic Jew.
Well, now I don't have any light.
Yeah, it's pronounced more like Buttigieg, or something like that, right?
Is it down here? God, I do not know what to fucking do down here.
Yeah. Yeah. Something like that, yeah. Well, howdy, partner says, my theory is that Biden planned to put Rahm Emanuel in the Department of Transportation, but confused him with Mayor Pete and forgot which one was quote-unquote the gay one. I remember constantly...
Hello,
I remember constantly
it's
getting...
Hesse.
Hesse,
Hey.
hi. I remember constantly getting, fucking, I remember constantly getting Mayor Pete and Beto O'Rourke, mixed up because I kept getting them mixed up that
They're both
Beto
gay?
O'Rourke was like the gay. Beto O'Rourke was like the emo one, who
I appear to be stuck.
fucking. Yeah, Beto played in an emo band and he was part of the Cult of the Dead Cow, and Pete Buttigieg is like the gay one.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
They're both evil brothers to each other.
Oh, of course it was that fucking simple. God, they could have made that clear.
Yeah, and Pete Buttigieg's dad was like a big Italian, like a big like Maltese Marxist theorist.
Wait, you mean Pete? What's his name?
The gay one. Oh my God, there's dogs.
Yeah, his dad was Joseph Anthony Buttigieg II, who was the co-translator and co-editor of the 3-volume English edition of Gramsci's Prison Notebooks.
Oh shit. That rocks.
That kind of rules.
Hang on, guys. Sorry, I'm walking to the corner store.
Oh my God, Hesse's going to the store, everyone.
Hesse loves going to a
Hesse
pub.
loves going to the store.
I'm going to the store, which is why there's noise.
Hesse is
get
going to the store. Hesse's on an adventure, everyone. Everyone say good luck, Hesse. Hesse's going to the store. What will she buy?
I'm gonna get some yerba mate. Okay, hang on. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. What mod is this? It's They Hunger. Ow! That dog just sprayed shit. Ow! That dog just sprayed municipal tap water at me.
Man, I can't believe they fucking got away with the fucking
See you, Stu.
tap water sketch in the World Peace.
Every sketch in World Peace is a how did they get away with that one?
Yeah, I like the tap. I still remember the tap water sketch like the most like fucking fondly. Just like the
Oh, it's a great sketch.
just fucking like Charles looking at the camera and saying kill politicians.
Yes.
I hate that shit. You can't have that.
You can't have that. Flipping over cars and kill politicians. These guys, oh man, World Peace. Like I said this before about that show, but like it was showing what TV could have looked like if it was just written by like conspiracy theorists, and it could have been really good.
Yeah, it's kind of insane how like after like World Peace ended, just like Sam Hyde just like had a complete mental breakdown and transition to trying to become like the dad to a bunch of like complete failures.
Oh
of men.
God! Well, he looks like an orc. He's got the physique of like an orc, like a Tolkien orc, and like he just like
the physique of an orc.
If you watch his videos, it's all just shit like, yo, make sure you drink like maybe a glass of water every hour, and like when you're talking to someone, make sure you make eye contact with them. And it's like you'll read the comments, and it's just like, man, Sam, your advice really helped me. Like I'm
just trying to become like openly racist Jordan Peterson.
Oh yeah, and just like being like. You scroll down and it'll be like a 15-year-old with like an Erwin Rommel avatar, and he'll just be like, Sam, your advice really fucking helped me. I'm 15 years old, and I'm bringing up the JQ to my classmates, and they think I'm a bit weird, but hey, it's all good, man. It'll just be that kind of shit.
It's just like it's so fucked up and but like oddly funny to me because it's just like fucking.
Oh.
Like.
Yep.
Fucking like all three of them just like after they went their separate ways, like Nick Rochefort like still made like really fucking videos, and so did Charles, and then like fucking Sam Hyde just like had a mental breakdown for a year and then just like came back just being like, yeah, you need to drink some water, and I think that modern society is just like kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
Trapped, the guy who
from the fucked outness.
Trapped, the guy who made Gothic King Cobra like edited a bunch of their videos.
He did, yeah, Andrew Ruse. He did that.
Crazy.
Yeah. The Ham Pow documentary is like fucking harrowing. It's like you realize
he's one of the greatest documentarians of the 21st century.
Angie, have you seen the Ham Pow 93 one?
Ham Pow 93.
Ham Pow 93, My Brother Who I Care For. I won't spoil it, but like they are like two emotionally stunted like brothers, and like they're like grown adult men, but they act like 12-year-old boys, and like you don't figure out why until the end, and it's like the most fucking like harrowing thing in the world.
Oh god, I need to see that.
Yeah, Angie, you'll like it a lot. It's like really sad, but. No, they went to high school with the director. Alright, I'm getting to the point where like I stream for so long I can barely put sentences together, so next death I think we'll finish up. Oh, there we go. What the hell did that do?
You think that the man who would never be what they made him to be, you think that like that sketch like actually was supposed to have a cop killer, but they switched it with Hey Moon at the last moment? You think that theory is correct?
They did. They switched it out because it was right after that Black Lives Matter guy shot all those cops. So they actually yanked it at the last minute. Yeah. Remember that guy just fucking lit up a bunch of cops.
Yeah, that would have been so fucking cool if they just like decided to go ahead with it anyway.
Oh, that would, well, yeah, like so much of World Peace actually got censored, like all of the bumpers, like, and he snuck some like he snuck. Jews Rock was originally Jews Rule, and it's just like even that was too on the nose. They had the Thank You White People sketch, which almost got on television, just like where they have all the races arranged according to the bell curve. Like on the hill.
I like how, yeah, you look at Wonder shows and like they had some of that stuff too.
They did, but they like Wonder Shows and was
they were,
left wing, like in an actual like pretty crazy, like radical for like George Bush era kind of left wing. Like, well, they got away with a lot of shit too. Like Andy, that Wall Street sketch. I'm not sure if you noticed this. The transition to that sketch is a Star of David wiping the screen. Go back and watch that sketch. I don't know how they got away with it. They're like, let's go meet the people of Wall Street, and there's a star wipe, like right. Like,
Well, the other thing about it is just like, like maybe some of it was just like only radical for George. Like at the same time, like they were just like doing like fucking Marxism, Lenin.
oh, they
They were doing,
absolutely.
like fucking Maoist third worldist shit at that point.
We're just like, Wonder shows it holds up really well. The one about
I've
God.
never seen it.
It's
Just
funny.
like just like there were some sketches that were basically being
Like-
into the
Because you're cutting it.
Yeah, I love it. Xavier is another show that like no one like I bought the DVD of that as soon as I read about the show. I was like, I have to see this, and it didn't find like a following for years.
What's Xavier?
Xavier Renegade Angel is an animated show that like is animated to look like a fucking like a Second Life thing. It's just it deliberately looks like crap, and it's just and it's like the main character is like the style of the show is the dialogue is like edited super fast, so like they edit out all the pauses and breaths and stuff, so the pacing is just nightmarishly fast. All right. It's
Okay,
like
what's the Andrew Ruse documentary they were telling me about?
we'll finish up now. It's called Hampow 93, My Brother Who I Care For, which I think you should go watch. That
Yeah,
this
and Gothic King Cobra
this
too.
stream was absolutely delightful. I want to thank you both for coming, and thank you all for sticking
Rocky,
with me
thank-
through the technical difficulties. Yes, Hesse.
Thank you everyone for your beautiful chat, comments, and such.
I'll put this on the YouTube. We'll put it up in 2 parts because obviously it is in 2 parts. But thank you all for
Saddam
coming.
Hussein lives says you should get me to read Fire Punch.
Yes,
so
read Fire
I'll
Punch.
work on that.
That's great. I hope you liked this Gold Source night. It was a long stream too because I had to make up for not streaming for a week. Follow if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't. A lot of you need to resub. But well, only if you want to. But Angie, Hesse, do you have anything to plug?
I'm playing an online music festival next weekend.
What is it?
And
Where can we find it?
I'll tweet the details. I don't know if I should be. I'm supposed to be talking about it
Oh,
yet.
okay.
But yeah. I'll be tweeting the details. So follow me on Twitter at ZeroSuitCamU.
Yep. Andrew, anything for you?
I'm always at Nostacat, and like maybe in like a month or 2, I'm going to start a Kickstarter, so you should be on the lookout for that.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, good night. Google Franklin Credit Union. Night.
Yes, of Google
Good
Franklin
night.
Credit Union. Check out what happened to Gary Caradorian, Danny Casolaro.
See you next time.